Good morning, dudes and dudettes. Right, so I've been walking for about an hour on my way back home now, and I came out of the house. I felt really flat, and I was just about to start a video saying how flat I felt, and I thought, do you know what, before I do my video I'm just going to say my morning thing. You know, some people call it a prayer, some people just call it connecting. So I did my little connection, which is it's the Serenity Prayer, and then you know, like connecting myself to my higher power, be that the universe. Well, mine is it's the centre of the universe. That's my higher power. That's my God, the God of my understanding. And it was weird. So I'd come out of the house, felt proper flat, struggling, and I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to get on there and go, do you know what? I'm having a really flat day today. But I said my little prayer, and you know, thanked the universe for being blessed, that me and my mum and Ozzy are blessed with good health and contentment and peace and protection from coronavirus and stuff. And I asked the universe to send my love out to all inhabitants, and the universe, or God's blessings, out the same blessings that I asked for me, my mum and Ozzy, out to all inhabitants. And the strangest thing happened. I just felt this real like wave of just washed over me like that. It was so beautiful, and I wanted to film it, but I didn't want to spoil the moment. So I thought, oh, I'm just gonna enjoy it while it's here. And it just totally lifted me out of the flatness. It's bizarre. It's so bizarre. And I tried to do that little ritual, prayer, whatever you want to call it. I know people aren't religious, and neither am I. I try and do that in the morning, and throughout the day whenever I feel like it. Morning. And throughout the day whenever I feel like it. And oh, look at that beautiful doggy. Oh, he's beautiful. Hello. I don't know what kind of a dog it is. It's lovely. Oh, what kind of a dog is he? He's beautiful. Where have you found what's open to cut? He needs one. Oh yeah, somebody said they thought that might be. He looks lovely. He's beautiful. That's why I thought, what is he? He's gorgeous, aren't you? He's beautiful. Thank God for nature trail, eh? I said, thank God we've got the nature trail. Where was I? Yeah, so it totally lifted me. And that's what, you know, when they said the power of prayer. For some reason, sometimes I say it and I'm just proper on autopilot. And I were when I started off. But by the end of it, I felt proper connected to nature and to the world, I suppose. And it proper lifted me out of that. I don't feel flat anymore, and I didn't feel flat immediately. And I was just waiting for the joy of it to subside before I got my video out. And then I bumped into my friends Dennis and Margaret, who they've got a Kerry Beagle Foxhound, and Teddy. And that's Ozzy's best friend. He's like a really tall dog. And he was found in a dustbin at 10 days old with his dew claws ripped out. And somebody rescued him. And then Margaret brought him up thinking that he was just a normal beagle. And then he grew and he grew and he grew. Oh, and he was a right nightmare when they first got him. He kept running off all the time, obviously, because he's a hound. So he's a hunting dog anyway. He's a credit to him now. But so me and Oz bumped into them, so we've just done a socially distancing walk around Nature Trail. and they took me on a different route to where I normally go, and down to the river where they were like a sandy bit, and I don't know, it was just really nice to do a different route. So now I'm just feeling really great. Oz, come on, this way. Yeah, feeling good now. Feeling full of beans again. That all that flatness is gone. Just feeling really grateful that I've got Nature Trail on my doorstep. Grateful that I'm not ill. And I've got a bit of joy back, which is nice. I thought, am I flat because sun's not out? And then, do you know what as well? I always used to get flat on a weekend, and that sounds awful, but I could cope during week working. But come Friday night, even though I knew it was party time, I used to get this like real, I don't know, this sense of dread used to set in. And that's what I felt like before. I felt like, oh, I thought my depression's not making its way back. But no, that walk, so you know, they say that, don't they? They say getting out in nature is the best thing. And look, when you've got that on your doorstep. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I hope swans are here. Little swanny. Hello. Look at that, sun's gone in. There's no fishermen round. Chris in here with his tinnies. Just dog walkers today, which is nice. Yeah, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to go back. I need to try and get to bed at a decent hour. I keep going to bed about, well, at one point I sat up till 5 in the morning. I think I remember telling you. And I did a couple of 4 o'clockers in the morning. At the minute, I'm getting to bed about 2 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. So I'm going to try my hardest to get in bed before 1, or get to sleep before 1. I'm always in bed way before that. I just sit in bed on my phone and faffing about and watching news or whatever. It's a bit nippy. It's fresh. It's fresh. My hands are cold. I'm looking forward to getting in and getting another brew. I only brought my little one, so it's been empty for ages. Oh, I've not hugged a tree yet. Coming round the corner to my Old Faithful in a minute, so I'll hug that one. In fact, no, I'll hug that other one just round the corner, then I can get off, because I know it's 8 minutes now. You're bored, aren't you? What I'm going to do for the rest of the day, I'm going to clear up bottom of my back garden, so it's just, I want to be able to do yoga sat outside. Next time the sun's out, I want it to just be all zen. Ooh. I need a water feature, don't I? I've got an indoor one what my mum bought me for Christmas. It's like a little Buddha, and you plug it in, it lights up and water flows, but it's a bit noisy for in the house, to be fair. Be alright outside, but I don't know whether it's for outside. I can't remember what it said on box. I'll have to have a Google. Right, I'm going to hug this. Remember that one? I'm going to hug that one. Morning, beautiful tree. May I hug you? Oh. Oh. Oh, you're a bit prickly. Thank you. Yeah, do you know what? I was just saying to Dennis, we have some right good chats, and we were just talking about the this state of the you know, what's been going on with government and everything, and lying about PPE, saying there is enough when there obviously isn't. Anyway, and he was saying about Piers Morgan ripping into them all. I've not seen it. I'm never up at that time in the morning. I won't have to have a look. Even one of my mates, Matt, posted yesterday that Piers Morgan needs to be careful because he's going to actually start to like him with what he's been ripping into. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back. I'm going to make another brew, and I'm going to have a little YouTube of Piers Morgan and who he's been ripping. But I said I hope this lockdown stays long enough so that people have a real paradigm shift in what life's all about, about the environment, about the way society is, about what's really important. Because you know what, if that lockdown had ended the other day, what would anybody have learned? I don't think a lot of people who were very materialistic and very me, I don't think they'd have learned a lot. Maybe it does need to go on a little bit longer so that people realise that climate change is a real issue, and that you know it's not all about making money and materialistic stuff and that consumerism of buying more. You know, you can be happy and survive with quite a little, really. Who's dumped a tent now? Honest to God. This is our little spot. You know where you seen that Chris the other day? Now somebody's dumped a tent, unless it's been fished out, because it looks a bit manky actually. So it looks like it might have been there a while. Yeah, and it has. I don't know where that's come from. I think somebody's fished it out. But yeah, see, I've still waffled on, haven't I? 11.5 minutes. I might as well hug me other tree now. Oh well, people probably don't watch to end anyway. Yeah, what were we on about? Oh yeah, I hope it's long enough for people to realise. And people who are sat at home moaning that they're bored all the time, and pubs are shut and blah blah blah. If you're able-bodied and you don't have to be stuck in, go and help someone. Go and help someone. You'll be amazed at how much better you'll feel for actually being a service to others. It really makes you feel good. You get as much out of it as they do, if not more. It's good to give back. Don't just sit on your ass at home whinging that you're bored. Do something useful. I don't know, do something nice for someone. It's good to be nice. It costs now. Kindness is great. Sprinkle that shizzle everywhere. Morning, my old faithful. May I have a snozzle? This is my favourite. Thank you. Yeah. So there you are. Weren't no singing and dancing, flowers in my hair today. It were going to be a flat one, but it weren't. It were a bit more uplifting about. But do you know what? And that's what I've learned about depression and stuff. You have the power to change the way you feel, and it took me a long time to realise that. But you do. You have the power to change the way you feel, just by sitting and connecting with nature and stopping. And do you know what? I could have stayed with that. And if I'd have got on this video when I was feeling flat, that flatness might have stayed with me. I wouldn't have thought to connect and change the way I feel. And it weren't. I didn't intentionally think I'm going to connect and change the way I feel. Not at all. I just thought, I just need to connect because it's morning and I'm out, and it just. You know, my higher power obviously needed, I knew I needed a little bit of a recharge and a bit of a boost, so it sent me one. And And that's what it's about when you suffer with depression. It's about realising that you have the power to change the way you feel. Not always. I'm not saying, oh, you're choosing to be depressed. That's not what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is, once you're on that negativity train, if you keep going in that direction, you will stay there. Another tool that I use, that I've used in the past, is if I'm feeling really bad, and I remember feeling that black cloud closing in on me one day, closing like that, and I knew that if I sat there, that were it, I was going to go under. So I went and met a friend. I forced myself. I didn't want to, but I forced myself. And sometimes it's about doing the opposite of what your head's telling you. And they tell you that a lot in recovery as well, you know. Sometimes you've got to do the opposite of what your head's telling you. Because, you know, behaviour breeds behaviour. So if I'd have sat in that negativity then, it could have spiralled. I would have had a quick walk, feeling a bit glum. Got back to house, carried on feeling more glum. Might have had a kip to try and sleep it off, because I can do that. Anyway, waffled on now, 16 minutes. So I'm going to say it over and out, and I'll catch you all later. Have a lovely day. And if you're struggling a bit, just go outside, just close your eyes and ask the universe or a tree or the birds or the bees or a loved one in heaven, just ask them to give you a little bit of inner peace and a bit of a boost. And if you get some success with it, leave me a comment underneath. Okie dokie, over and out. Won't turn off.